Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And I just want to touch on this omen that happened last night, all right, as, Babylon the Great was celebrating the so-called New Year. You had the Lord send a message to Babylon the Great, which through the Spirit we perceive as a bad sign, right? An omen for the Lord's judgment. That is, Lord willing, He is going to ensue and bring forth in 2025, all right, as the elder apostle Tahar coined this year, the hopeful year of our deliverance, and I believe also what the destruction of Esau, all right, because our deliverance is tied to the destruction of Esau's kingdom, ultimately Babylon the Great, and Yahweh Shai establishing the kingdom of heaven on earth, all right, which will be the everlasting kingdom, all right, as we read in Daniel, the second chapter. So, yesterday, I'm not too sure exactly what time, it happened, but, it happened around, well, I got the information yesterday, initially, like around, I want to say like around 10:50 or so I don't know. I was trying to find out exactly when it struck, because it would be very a higher level of a spiritual boost if it happened at 10:44. But nonetheless, the fact that it happened anyway, is a sign. So it says here, U.S. Capitol struck by lightning on New Year's Eve, seen as, quote, God's message by MAGA. Now, this goes to show you just the pride of Esau, right? Because all of the wickedness that they've done, right? All of the evils, the atrocities, the ungodly behavior that Babylon the Great, pushes out, right? The fact that they continuously blaspheme the name of the Lord, they continuously oppress the Lord's people. They still see it as a message, right? And speaking about the so-called right, seeing it as a message that it's something that to be, I guess, admired. But even, we're going to read through this article, because as I was reading it, they're not blatantly saying like, oh, this is God's message as a good thing. But, nonetheless, we know it as this is the Most High's Yahweh, right? The only one and only true living God, whose name is Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai. His decree, his message to Babylon the Great. So it says Donald Trump supporters on social media speculated over whether a divine message was being sent after lightning strikes reportedly hit the U.S. Capitol building in Washington and Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., and the One World Trade Center and Empire State Building in New York City on New Year's Eve. So that's not a coincidence, all right? The fact that you had lightning strike those four buildings, right? Those significant buildings, which each one of them holds a significance as a portrayal of Esau's pride, right? And the fact that the Lord had lightning strike those four buildings shows that the Lord is, about to bring Esau's pride down. All right, the Capitol building, right, representing the, place of Esau's government, right? The Washington Monument, which is a monument, obelisk, which is tied back to ancient Egypt. A monument to George Washington, which they see as, the official first president of the United States, right? The founding father of America. And then you have the One World Trade Center, right? Which is where Esau's, traffic in the sense of its commerce and its economy is, trafficked through through that building, so to speak, right? It's also an obelisk. And you have the Empire State Building, which is also another obelisk, where is the name speaks for itself, right? So the Lord had lightning strike those 4 buildings. So it says footage and images shared online purportedly showed all 4 buildings being struck as revelers gathered across the United States to see in the new year, with thousands gathering in New York Times Square for the iconic ball drop despite heavy rain being forecast. Why it matters. The speculation takes place against the backdrop of a febrile, let's see what that word means. Febrile, meaning having or related to a fever. Okay. Political mood in the United States, with President-elect Donald Trump due to be inaugurated for the second time on January 20th in Washington, D.C. During 2024 presidential election campaign, Trump promised radical change if returned to the White House, including the mass deportation of illegal migrants, allowing companies to drill for fossil fuels, and an end to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. It says what to know. In a post on X, the America First Post, a Trump-supporting media outlet, shared 3 videos it said showed lightning strikes on the Capitol Building, Washington Monument, and Empire State Building on New Year's Eve. So let's watch these strikes. Okay. So that's on the Empire State Building. That's on Talaki. The first one was on the Capitol building. This one is on the One World Trade Center. And then this one is on Washington Monument. Talaki, this one might have been on the, but it looks like the World Trade Center, but for some reason they have it here as the Empire State Building. But let's go back. Christian Ziegler, a Trump supporter and former Republican National Convention delegate, shared the Capitol Hill lightning footage, adding, U.S. Capitol building struck by lightning as we close out 2024 and head into 2025. God is sending us a message, right? So what is a message, right? And, knowing Esau and their pride, knowing the fact that Trump is coming back into office, and the whole rhetoric behind Make America Great Again, Trump saying that America is about to enter into the best economic position it's ever been in history, the golden era for America, all of this rhetoric that he's speaking of. This sign right here isn't a sign of the Lord agreeing with that. Okay. And that's what we are here to tell, you Babylonians, right? This isn't a sign by the one and only true living God that America is about to be, restored to its greatness. All right. For the fact that it hit all 4 of these buildings during the time where an idol worshiping, pagan high holy day is being celebrated, shows you that the Most High isn't sending a sign of peace. All right. Matter of fact, the scripture tells you in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, I believe it's 48, right? 48 verse 22. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. See, there's no peace unto the wicked. And through the spirit, right, of the Lord's mouth, which are the prophets, we have already been chanting down Babylon the Great. We have already professed the judgment that the Lord has on Babylon the Great, which is America. You see, and now the Lord is confirming these things by these signs, right? He's confirming what we have been saying, that the judgment is at hand for Babylon the Great, for Esau and his kingdom, for his rulership, which is why the Lord had those lightning strikes, those particular buildings. It's not by coincidence, and it's definitely not a sign of the Lord dealing, positively with America. All right, because whenever lightning strikes, that's always been people are afraid naturally of lightning and thunder. All right, when you hear, you see lightning, you're not happy about seeing it. You get afraid. And then what follows after is that thunder, which also is a fearsome, noise. And the Lord does that purposely, especially here, and when this happened yesterday. So it says the post was widely shared, receiving more than 440,000 views on the platform. It says somebody added something else that says soon. I don't know what that. Okay, it says Utah's Mike Lee shared footage of the Capitol lightning strike, commenting, "Feels like an omen. What is it telling us?" Okay, so you have these Edomites that see these things. They're saying that it feels like an omen. What is it telling us? Well, we're here to tell you what it's telling you. We're telling you what it's telling you, what the Heavenly Father is telling you, right? Hey, go. The handwriting is on the wall, and that comes from the book of Daniel. Because just like how Belshazzar, right? Belshazzar, Salakia, Belshazzar saw the handwriting on the wall. We also see, the interpretation of what these things mean. So let's just get that real quick. It says, Daniel chapter 5, verse 25, it says, "And this is the writing that was written, many tekel of Farsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, Most High has numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balance and are found wanting." All right, Faris or Upharsin, the kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians, and it's through the Medes, right, and the Persians, which the modern day Medes are the Russians, all right, and the Persians are the Iranians, which when you go into Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, it tells you about that war that is going to be spearheaded by Gog, right, which is Russia, against Babylon the Great and against the 48ers, which is going to bring in the ultimate destruction of America, which we're already seeing taking place in being fashioned right now. You see, so that is what this is telling you. All right. Also, in the book of Isaiah, it speaks about how the Lord shows his visitation. Right, Isaiah 29 verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." So when the Lord visits, and as it says in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, that when you see these signs, thou shalt well understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. That visitation of the Lord is a punishment. Let's see, we go into this word visitation here. Let's see if it shows that word. Yep. No, it says visited, because in certain other instances, the word visited means to be punished. But here it says to attend, to muster. Oh, actually, no, Salakia, here we go. To visit, to punish. See? So the Lord is visiting, meaning the Lord is about to punish Babylon the Great. He's about to punish Esau and his kingdom, right? And he's about to bring it down. That's why in Daniel it says, "Thou are numbered and thy kingdom is finished." It's over. So yeah, it feels like an omen, and they're looking for what it's telling us, just like how Belshazzar was looking to be told what this is telling, the handwriting was telling him. And who was able to do that? Daniel, which was a man of the Lord, a prophet. right, of the house of the seed of David, right? So of the house of David. And the Lord is raising up the house of David in Babylon